evening. Or perhaps I should say, God save you, gentles all. Because tonight we've set up our acting workshop back in the days of merry England. You know, you can read all the history books and medieval manuscripts you like. But as an actor, I've always felt that if one really cares about one's national heritage, and one really wants to celebrate it properly, then there's no better way to do it than to appear in a BBC costume drama. Personally speaking, I think I'd go stark staring bonkers if I couldn't slip into buckram and leather every once in a while. And it's the technique of bringing the turbulent history of our island race to the small screen that we're going to be working on tonight. And where better place to start than with the entrance.
Alarm! Alarm! Section to attack! On your feet!
Her Majesty the Queen.
It's the miller's boy.
Her Majesty the Queen.
My lord.
Alarm!
You cretin.
Oh! Right. We've established the period, we've chosen the beard. Historically speaking, we are now in business. So let's see how we get the story underway with a typical 15th century scene between Henry VII and the Bishop of Cambrai.
I'm told that you wish to see the traitor, Perkin Warbeck.
If you have no objections, my lord.
And how could I object? He's an old friend of yours, after all.
Well, tremendously brave to go for the chicken legs so early on. Fingers crossed they can keep it up. But even more exciting is the sarcastic tone the king uses with the bishop. Of course, talking down to bishops is a fundamental period technique.
You see, my Lord Archbishop, in the last analysis, all matters of principle come down to one man killing another.
You must think more kindly of your tools.
Your tool too, Archbishop.
And you also, my Lord Bishop?
Archbishop, where is Arthur?
My good Archbishop.
To keep your mouth shut.
Well, my Lord Cardinal.
Keith Michel giving splendidly short shrift to a papal legate there. But anyway, back to Perkin Warbeck.
An old acquaintance, then?
He was too arrogant and too unreliable.
The Dowager Duchess presumably thought otherwise.
Well, the decision to go for the chicken legs early is paying huge dividends after all.
Because...
Of course, one shouldn't by any means feel tied to a cold chicken.
Besides, there is a distinct resemblance between Perkin Warbeck and his supposed father, Edward IV.
And so he was acclaimed.
Now, the goblet is an article of enormous historical importance. It's used for toasting, poisoning, carousing, obviously, and as we've just seen, it can help a bishop to restore his tattered dignity. Quite simply, you're nowhere as a period actor unless you can handle a goblet.
Your marriage.
Especially this goblet, which appears from the 12th century right up to the end of the Tudor period.
Excuse me for one moment.
No, Sir Francis, I do not favour these extreme measures.
They are traitors, madam.
A young Saxon wishes to see you. He claims to be the Earl of Huntingdon.
Good night, Archbishop.
So, we've got to grips with the goblet, we've insulted the bishop, and we've had several helpings of cold chicken. Anything else we can do to make a historical scene live? Smashing, Keith. Shall we all have a go?
You know what I mean.
Little bit underpowered there, Glenda, but no matter. Let's hit fast forward now and see how our Perkin Warbeck performers bring the establishing scene to a climax.
The young man allowed his imagination to wander too far from probability.
And yet you still wish to see him.
Now, I honestly don't think you can improve on this. The bishop makes inspired use of the Granny Smith, gets a final put-down from the king,
And yet you still wish to see him.
and the scene climaxes with a classic piece of period realism, the rough handling of a young boy. For my money, a roughly handled boy says more about the turbulent climate of the times than any number of dry old facts and figures.
Set over the boy and place them both forward so that they may see how we deal with those who raise their heads against their just masters.
Have mercy, please, have mercy.
They are waiting for you, Master Will.
This one's no good. Bring me more boys. One more boys.
Well, so far we've been dealing mainly with the physical techniques of bringing English history to life. Let's think now about our emotional tools as we move on into the next stage of the plot, rumbling disaffection throughout the land.
England has become a wilderness. Those that serve the nobles are not sure from one day to the next who is up and who is down.
Now, what the actor's done so cleverly here is to deliver the oh-so-familiar upside-down line and yet make it sound totally fresh. Just like the Goblet, if there's one thing that's certain in a period drama, it's that you're going to get an upside-down line.
One king down, another one up.
It's a topsy-turvy world, Cranmer.
Times are topsy-turvy, Cromwell, and men should watch their heads.
Aye. Seems the world is turning upside down, Margaret, and us with it.
God of mercy, the world stands on its head.
The world is turning over, John, and us on top.
Well, we're really sitting on a powder keg now. We've got offended bishops, battered boys, and everything upside down. There's only one possible consequence of so much discontent and turbulence, and it's a fiendishly difficult technique to execute. Do try to keep up, Keith. Tell him, somebody?
It is a matter of treason.
Thank you, gentlemen. If a historical plot is to have any legs at all, then conspiracy to treason is the absolute linchpin. Performance-wise, it needs the most delicate of vocal touches and a little sidestep away from the main acting area.
I have spoken to Robert Lester, and he well approves the plan.
What plan is that?
She will be seized near Tixall. That is the plan.
It's too dangerous.
What exactly do you expect us to achieve?
Bring down the German girl, we bring down the German alliance, and Thomas Cromwell at the same time.
Should I not also talk with the Spaniard, Mendoza? For what purpose?
He's the only one who can help. But my sister will be penniless.
I should not be seen plotting. It seems the plots are yours. Very well, I'll leave you.
I wish you luck.
Good night.
Okay. Assuming we've got our techniques right so far, events should be safely hurtling towards their inevitable bloody conclusion. Time to cash in on all the hard work we've been doing on history's behalf. Let's think about us for a change. So, the reaction shot. Little exercise, let's get loose, split up into pairs, and we'll try some reaction work. First, the bad news.
Bishop Henry is marching with our men. He was at the Ville looking for you, John. He's taken the boy.
Yes, if I could just stop you there, it really is vital to get the face fully in shot for these reactions. Otherwise, we're wasting our time. Once more.
John!
Don John is dead.
Is this true?
Yes.
Behold him!
Oh!
Your Majesty, I am ordered by the King to arrest you, together with Lady Rochford.
Ah!
Okay, real progress. Let's see if we can't mix it up a bit now, bearing in mind that bad news for one character is invariably good news for another.
Good. This is excellent.
Excellent.
Is it? Have you...
Tell me! What?
What? Oh, whoa, Glenda. Little tiny voice. Not really happening, is it?
Very well, what do you suggest?
Well, not to worry. Just put another frock on, settle yourself, and try again. Getting the news? That was smashing, by the way, Brian.
Thank you.
Goodness, we haven't worked together for yonks.
Oh, it's been too long, too long.
Have a pint later?
And we sing dirty songs, eh?
Oh, absolutely. Quick as you like, Glenda Hart.
So, what is your news?
Letters from Paris, madam. From them I learned that Bernardino Mendoza is urging warlike action against your majesty.
I'm beginning to wonder why you agreed to do this class, Glenda. But never mind. Have a relax, think about something else, and we'll move on to the revels. Keith. Now, if you're having trouble with your revelling, don't panic. You can always pop back to the table and have some more cold chicken.
My lord, eat.
Our independence is not at stake. We shall swallow up Scotland and ally with Spain.
So, Arthur will marry Catherine of Aragon.
Oh, I'm ready for bed, huh? What could be better?
It must be thick with men beaten out of France, itching for new employment.
Good day. I am the ardent lover.
Some say so, but not you. I'm eating his food.
Oh, is that chicken?
It's easy to be daunted by the sheer number of techniques we have to carry around in our acting history books. Cold chicken, burping, bishop abuse, treasonous shuffle, upside-down line, goblet and boy work, and so on. And an inexperienced performer could be forgiven for just pulling off his beard and fleeing for the dressing room in floods of tears. But let's see how many techniques this young performer manages to pack into his very first 26-part costume drama.
What are you doing?
I will make Beckets of you all.
Bad news.
Keith Michel, watch out. Well, it's been lovely for me to relive so many marvellous moments from our glorious past. And I'd like to thank all my dear old mates for taking part in this masterclass, and the Minister for Heritage for suggesting it, and of course our sponsors, Farm Fresh Foods of Bedford. If you want to know more about English history and performance, I shall be giving a Playing Churchill workshop at the Imperial War Museum Fun Day at the end of the month. Good night.
Later tonight in TV Hell, Danny Baker on TV chat shows.
Hold it. You do that again, I'm going to thump you.
I can sing anything higher than you.
Trading places at 12:15.
No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
That's hell for you.
Dana and Robert Kilroy Silk. There isn't any chance of anything Louise. That's right. None at all. That's a shame. I could have murdered some lunch. This is hell. We don't cook lunch for our visitors. In fact, we're more likely to cook our visitors for lunch.